From the legendary series of superheroes that Marvel Comics could only wish they had the rights to, comes the misadventures of Mark McCloud, aka Paul D. Mike McGowan Jr. The story begins at a humble birthing center in Pensacola, Florida, on that fateful day of May 8, 1955. True to the nature of the outdoorsman he would become, and like those past adventurers born on this date, DeSoto, discoverer of the Mississippi in 1541, Byrd, first to fly over the North Pole in 1926, Sonny Liston, born in 1934 to become boxing's champion, the brave soldiers of VE Day when the Nazis were defeated in 1945, and yes, even in 1952 when Alfred E. Newman debuted. This Taurian would exhibit many of the traits of his birth sign: generosity, dependability, frugality, persistence, and a down-to-earth nature. It would be this last trait that would guide him to be an explorer, hunter, and friend to nature. But first, this Zodiac bull would try his hand at pugilism with a short-lived 1-1-0 record. With a tie in the ring of Troop 50's Boy Scouts with Maynard the Mauler, and a victory in the halls of Cedar Bluff School. Ironically, this win would portend his career later life, as it was his first tooth extraction when the bully's tooth went flying. But alas, there wasn't a weight class light enough to turn pro, so he sought other pursuits. A true naturalist and Renaissance man, he explored a multitude of interests: sailing, snow sports, water skiing, hiking, camping, and yes, even synchronized swimming. But his woodsman's superpower was fishing. He clearly excelled at it, so much so that he would become known as the Fish Whisperer. He came by his skills quite naturally, given his outdoor upbringing with family. And friends. His outdoor exploits would even become immortalized in that famous essay of old, where he, along with his cohorts left to right, Will Patton, Monty Mauler, Mark McCloud himself, and Victor Amore, would overwhelm a black bear to save a backpack on the way to Mount LeConte. This famous fearsome foursome would even try their hands at modeling, like rugged menswear, swimsuits, and even auto show modeling. Where Mark McCloud would break from the band and go solo. But this venture was short-lived, for obvious reasons. So he pursued hunting such big game as seen here, and here, and oh yes, here, where he would become the Shellmeister, channeling the latent untapped powers from his youth. But his true superpower would be his ability to forge an unbreakable bond with family and friends. Here's to you, Mark McCloud, aka Mike McGowan, from your best friends forever, Larry and Stephanie. Happy birthday, Mike, on your 60th. You're one of a kind and loved by many. That's all, folks.